Hundreds of people gather in this large amphitheater to mourn the death of Sergio Heliodor, the second of the Heliodor family to die in just a couple months. Up on stage, the oligarchs, Solanima and Guildhart, finish their few words they have to say about their short-lived compatriot. There are a handful of other people up on stage, including a few of the guard captains, as well as a group that seems to be put together almost randomly of people from other lands. A Kenku stalker, a mouse folk from, honestly, who knows where, a half-elf who seems to be dressed as if they're from the Mushroom Plateaus, and even a fairy. As we watch as the fairy flutters up to this lectern. And Ro, I believe you have some words prepared for this gathering, this memorial of Sergio Heliodor.
Well, I hope everybody has a drink. I know I wish I could have one. Well, yeah, we're here to mourn Heliodor. As you know, as those guys they said. I mean, it's a tragedy, really, what happened to him. And you know, if only we could have saved him. It's just life, though, isn't it? It's something I've been learning a lot lately. I mean, truly, what is the point of life? If you know, it contains such misery and misfortune and misunderstanding, and then they kind of just take that away from us. And well, anyways, I mean, Heliodor was very clearly manipulated by these evil conclave people. We all know what kind of man he was before his untimely passing. So we must all band together to destroy these evil conclave members for what they have done. I know we, the Shattered Blade, will do everything that we can to stop them. We're working closely with the oligarchs and hope to take them down soon. And well, this memorial, we won't end it on a sad note because, well, none of us want to be sad now, do we? So afterwards, drinks are on me at the Wealthy Mole. Thank you.
You can see that the crowd, there's like some kind of respectful applause. Not like kind of a roaring applause. There's definitely still a somber occasion. But, you know, they're still appreciating your kind words about the late Sergio Heliodor, who was beloved by this city and tragically killed by the Phoenix Conclave. And Solanima would walk up to the pedestal for a moment and give some closing remarks. Usually a lot of just spiritual stuff. He is, after all, the main religious leader in this city. Before walking back and kind of gesturing to the four of you to follow him off the stage. And you can see as a Guildhart starts walking behind him. And with that, the die is cast. And welcome to Spellcheck. Last episode, our party killed Sergio Heliodor. After reaching the Crothic altar over the last episodes before that, They were brought up to the surface with a blessing from Karatha, the Earth Goddess herself. These quakes startled the evil Sergio Heliodor, who now his plans were foiled to kill that same Earth Goddess, attempted to flee the city. Our players hunted him down, boarded his boat, and killed him. Though it was a very close fight. Where we rejoin our party is as they walk off the stage at his memorial, claiming that he was killed by the Phoenix Conclave, the very people he was working with. After helping spread these lies, the party can follow Solanima and Guildheart, which I actually have a design for Guildheart that I don't think I've shown to anyone but maybe Jynx before. Because he was at the gala so many episodes ago now at the start of this arc. So this is what Mr. Guildheart looks like. You know, kind of a little bit gaudy in his red coat with his gold cape. He actually has some gold teeth, replacing a few of his original ones. Rings on his hands, a gold necklace with these beautiful yellow jewels set into them, probably topaz of some sort. He's a little bit of an older dwarf, maybe getting up there to maybe getting close to 200, which I think would be equivalent to like 60, 70 in human years. But for a dwarf, it's quite a bit still. And as you follow these two into this kind of back area of this government facility, imagine this as a amphitheater for government announcements, pretty much. The equivalent of like a public press release area when you can't really just have like a media room where you record it and release things. You need people to show up in person to this amphitheater. But back into some of these other buildings, and carved into the wall are these passageways that lead back and lead to a meeting room. Guildheart and Solanima sit down at one side of the table, allowing you to sit at the other. As Guildheart is going to slide a copy of a parchment across the table. This is a document you've already spoken about between episodes, and if you'd like, I can give a rundown of what this says on it. The agreement written on this paper is that each of you get 1,000 gold paid in platinum, because honestly it's very heavy to carry around 1,000 coins, so it'll be 100 platinum. 3,000 gold will be paid to the crew of Heliodor's ship, the Mako, for their silence, and 1,000 paid to the captain of that ship for repairs, as long as you agree to be making some public appearances during the following week, supporting the story that the oligarchs have crafted about Heliodor being manipulated and then killed by the Conclave, making him a martyr for their cause and your cause, despite being a lie. And finally, attending the memorial, which you just did. And there's actually another person in this room. You can kind of see an older man, very pale skinned. You can tell this is not someone from around here. This is a human with gray, streaked, black hair. You can tell this guy is of Fjordic descent. So, from the far side of the world in Dunafjord. As Guildheart slides this paper over to you, would you all sign this paper?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
No reason not to.
Alright. You sign the document, and Guildheart will set 4 bags of money down on the table. 100 platinum in each. To put this into perspective, the average farmer or the average farmer's salary, I think, maxes out at 5 to 10 gold a year. This is 1,000 gold. This is a amount that many people could live the rest of their lives off of. Being adventurers, adventure gear is expensive, so for an adventurer, it's a little bit less. But for the average person, this is enough to be comfortable for the rest of your days. Maybe not for Leinara, since elves do tend to live 700 years, if not killed by something first, which doesn't... Unfortunately, elves don't tend to live that long in this world, due to the conditions post the Eclysm. But it is possible that you'd run out, but it is still a lot. Guildhart looks at the paper, reads over your signatures. Well, it's nice working with you. It is a pleasure. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Victor Redfrost. Sorry, Admiral Victor Redfrost, Captain of the Mako, Heliodor ship. It is now his property, but from my understanding, and our discussions previously, he would be interested in forming a working relationship with you. I'll just let him take it away. And you would see Admiral Redfrost. This is clearly a man who has seen battle. And I'd like Kenzie to roll a history check.
Oh, okay.
This is an admiral of the Sandri Gara Navy, or at least a former admiral.
That is not very good. 11.
11. You've maybe heard the name. This is someone from before your time. You'd actually guess by the time that you were out into the world, raiding and pirating, this guy was probably at the tail end of his career. He's retired clearly now. I mean, he was working on essentially a luxury yacht as the captain. But he is still a former admiral. And he's going to sit down at the table with the rest of you. Hello, it is nice to meet you. I am Admiral Redfrost. And you are Kenzie, Kaerith, Leinara, and Thoreau, correct? The Shattered Blade?
Yes, sir.
It's nice to meet you. I have been working for a very long time under the command of Ragnar Heliodor until his death. And then under Sergio for a short time. Sergio has wronged myself and my crew, but more so the Phoenix Conclave has put them under his thrall, and we will not take this lightly. Most of my crew is retired soldiers, sailors, very competent people. This ship is now mine to command. And being that you were the people to free us from Heliodor's control, I would like to work together if you would need transportation. There is no faster ship in the world. The Mako can outrun anyone. And from my understanding, you are interested in transportation, correct?
Yes.
I mean, we like to go places.
Well then consider my crew, my services, and my ship a home away from home.
That's so
I-
lovely of you.
I will do my best to help take down these scoundrels who've hurt
Oh.
me and the people I care about.
That's so kind and lovely.
And he'd reach out to I think who he'd actually want to shake the hand of. Probably. I'm trying to think of who's more official looking, Kaerith or Leinara. Probably Leinara, to be honest, is probably the only person who can reasonably shake his hand and also looks more official out of the two who can.
Why was
Does he
that
put
ever
that
an
in?
option? Why was that ever an option? Me?
The bar here is on the ground if Nara's over it.
Do you shake his hand?
Well, yeah.
Now, I have understanding that that you, I believe you are Jackalkin, correct?
Me?
Yes, you, Mouse. Kenzie.
Yes.
If you would like, you can come take a look at the ship. We are getting things ready starting today. We'll be ready whenever you need to leave. Or should I say we need to leave?
Ooh, epic.
I am having a flag made. To denote this ship as working under the command of the Shattered Blade. And, well, if there is nothing else to say, if you would like to come with me, I understand if the rest of you have other things you want to do with your day, but, I would appreciate if at least you could come with me to, see to everything that needs to be done.
Yeah, sure.
And he is going to lead Kenzie out of the room if there's nothing else you guys want to do or talk about. From my understanding, there are some things others want to do today. I know at least 2 other things that need to be done. And one of those, Solanima would bring up right now. Kaerith, we had a deal. And I am a man of my word. And he is going to slide you a piece of parchment with an address. That's where you can find her.
Thank you so much.
Keep in mind, it seems like a lot of the people under the suggestion of the Conclave, while they had their ritual up, have been working longer and staying awake longer than they should have been. So they're very sleepy, woozy. I do not know if the person you're looking for was under the suggestion, but she may not be completely, well, she might be tired, really. I feel like the way I phrased that made it sound more concerning. She might be very tired. A lot of people are right now.
Sounds fair.
So, I guess, if you're gonna go talk to anyone right now, just be careful.
Yes, Captain. Sure. Thank you for everything.
He's the captain. The other one, the admiral. You can just call me Lord Solanima. That would be fine.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Thank you for everything. Gonna take my bags and follow this address.
And there's nothing else you guys want to do. The 2 oligarchs are going to move on with their day after just kind of shaking your hands and moving on. You guys have the run of the city. I'll go with Kenzie and Red Frost first.
Okay.
Red Frost walks with you down towards the beach. So you are a Jackalkin.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me.
I will admit, I have had many conflicts with your people. And I feel like this is something I should get out of the way early. As it would be... I would hope it's not a source of conflict. It is simply my job to do such a thing, and it is your people's way of life to do such a thing.
I mean, if you're not gonna kill me, right? Like,
No,
This
no,
isn't-
no. I have no plans to do that right now.
okay.
No, you and your friends have helped myself and my crew greatly. I have no family of my own. My crew is the closest thing I have. I care for each of them deeply. To help them is the greatest thing you could do for me.
I
If
understand
anything,
that.
I am in your friend's debt. I am happy to help. He'd lead you down to the Mako. It is back in the dry dock. There is a bunch of damage on the runes on the front. Looks like some slight burn damage, some Eldritch Blast damage. Who knows how that could have got there. And he's going to lead you up onto the ship. You can see the crew is fixing up a few things on their own, and there's a bunch of people at the dry dock fixing it up. Well, I best get you acquainted with this ship. Follow me down to the quarters. And he'd lead you down. There are crew quarters as normal, but there is also a beautiful master bedroom that really could only be on a yacht like this. As well as 4 still extremely nice guest rooms. The captain's accommodations are my own, but we do have a room for each of you. We can change around the furniture if you like. We can repaint. We have time while we are in the dry dock. Right now, each is outfitted with a beautiful bed that is bolted down because this is still on a boat, as well as all of these like bits of furniture, writing desk. There's actually like paintings on the walls, like pretty nice looking ones with like beautiful like gold trimmed frames, wardrobes, various trunks to store things in. All of this extremely expensive finery. There's even rugs on the ground. It looks like the rugs have been attached to the floor, like bolted down, to make sure they aren't just like sliding around as the ship goes over waves. So pretty much everything in here is bolted down, but still it looks very nice. There is even like a almost chandelier type light in the center of the room. It is honestly beautiful. It has this like glass window on the side that has this like metal bolted trim. Glass windows do exist in this world, of course, though a lot of people wouldn't have them. So to have them on a boat is usually for a little bit nicer boats, often merchant ships. The Jackalkin wouldn't really do that often. Most they'd have is like the cannon hatches. But this one has like actual proper like kind of those circle port windows. Feel free to have your pick at the rooms. They are all the same as of right now. If there are any accommodations I can make, don't hesitate to let me or the quartermaster know, and we'll do our best.
Thank you. They're very fancy rooms.
And I do not know how much you know about this particular vessel, but it is enchanted. We can go much faster than a normal ship with the use of magic. I myself am the one who casts such a spell, or at least powers it. Enchanters carved the original runes and they're working on fixing the damage done. Luckily not too severe. And I am the one who does the ritual up near the helm to power this whole thing. we can go 2-3 times faster than a similar ship of this size. Though we have no cannons, no offensive capabilities. It is really not built for them. It would take a lot of gold and a lot of time to refit this ship for that. So, that may not be a viable option. But it is very
fair
fast.
enough.
And you guys would see that, or sorry, actually just you. Sorry, it's just one of you. I'm so used to saying you guys. You can see that they are taking down the one of the flags up there. You can see there is a Phoenix Conclave flag that was put up that they are actively taking down. They don't have the new one yet for you, the new Shattered Blade flag. You can see the Sandri Gara one staying up just to mark where the ship is from. That is just customary. Is there anything else you want to do or inspect while you're at this ship? Or anything you want to ask about?
No, not really.
Perfect. Well, now you've been introduced to Victor Redfrost, Admiral Victor Redfrost, I should say, who will be accompanying you for a while, if you so wish, as the captain of your very own ship. I think we can move over to Kaerith next.
Hello.
Kaerith, you find yourself in the Sunset District, this very expensive, beautiful place in the city. On the street, looking up at a very nice family home. Beautiful cacti patches and succulent patches out front. And a kind of gold sigil put on the door with this beautiful... almost like a... Actually, I'll tell you would recognize this kind of tree. This is a sakura tree with a kind of O insignia, almost as if it's like growing up through that crest. You would know from the address and that insignia, you are at the Odyssey family home.
Well, can we just grab the phone he received from Celera all these years ago and would tighten his grip on it, as if it's a way that he can regulate his nervous system, his emotions, and take one final deep breath. And he would muster up the courage to knock on the door.
As you grab hold of this kind of beautiful gold brass door knocker and knock it against the door, you would hear some footsteps from inside. And eventually the door cracks open as you see the face of a kind of squat dwarvish man. Hello. A name, please. He's kind of wearing like a nicer suit.
My name is Kaerith. I'm here to see the Odyssey family.
All right. Only one is home right now. I can check if they usually Kaerith last name.
I have none.
Oh, okay. I can check. Could I have an insight check?
Yeah. I was wondering where I put my dice rollers. That's a D12. Where's my D20, brother? Why can't I find it? I found it. That's a 14 if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that's a 10.
10? Seems like he's gonna... honestly, with a 10, I'm gonna be honest, you can probably just tell. I'm gonna give you like a little bit, I won't give you everything. He's nervous. He's probably still gonna go tell whoever he said he was gonna tell that you're here. Though you can see he is definitely under the assumption that you are not supposed to be here and he should probably call the city guard. But he's going to go tell whoever is here about you.
Sounds very fair.
He closes the door again, and and you hear the footsteps go away. You can hear like some muttered talking inside between a couple of people. And then it quiets down as you hear footsteps going like up into a different area of the house. You kind of wait there for a couple minutes before the door opens again with the same dwarf. Oh, my apologies, sir. I did not know you knew the Lady Solaria. And he is going to just kind of gesture into the house and let you in.
I'd thank him and I'd walk in.
After a moment, you hear footsteps on this kind of grand staircase. Imagine like a sitting room that kind of leads to, there's like in very fancy houses those like twin staircases that kind of wrap up to a center point and then go off to balconies. This only has one off to one side. It's not quite as grand as some of these larger mansions, but it's still definitely a merchant's house. There are trinkets of all sorts on shelves. These people are collectors, curators, and merchants. They have access to a lot of these very, very nice things. In fact, honestly, I don't think you would have been aware that they were this rich. From your understanding, they probably weren't this rich. They've made a lot of money recently, clearly. And after a moment, you would hear footsteps on that staircase, and as you glance up, you can see Solaria. Hair is currently kind of disheveled, not brushed, no makeup on, just kind of wearing a more comfortable, still very nice silk dress, but just very comfortable. Clearly was not expecting this, but is very excited to see you, as she is going to run down the stairs and just immediately embrace you.
Kaerith would be taken back by this because he hasn't felt this warm of an embrace for years, and since that time he probably just forgot how it felt, but would grab his bone, the bird bone he has, and just hug Solaria so tight as if he is afraid that he will just wake up from this and he will never be able to feel this way again.
She just kind of like grabs onto like your upper arms and like holds you at arm's length for a second and just looks at you. You look really beat up. Are you okay?
Kaerith would look and say, don't worry, Solaria, don't worry about it.
I like the cloak. Come upstairs. We can talk upstairs. And she's practically going to like drag you up the stairs. To this other kind of more private sitting room. Various like couches, a little table in the middle. It's very nice. Kind of, I always imagine like a coffee table in the center with actually glass as the main like surface set into like a frame of wood that is all beautifully carved. These very plush, velvety sofas around the room. And she's going to immediately kind of like pull you to sit down on one of these sofas. How did you get here?
Long story. Before I tell you the story of how I got here, I just want to say something. On the way here, I kept practicing what I would say if I ever found you again. I saw you a couple times while I was in the city, but I was never able to talk to you. I was physically restrained from being able to do so. But none of it feels right now that you're actually here. I just can't find the words. So, to talk to you, I'll do what you taught me to do best. To be myself. To be my own person. And this is out of the monologue here. Kaerith would stand up and do what he knows as a Kenku to do best in order to charm another person. We'll begin doing what he describes and thinks is beautiful acrobatic skills. And we just say, while he's doing this, so I'll just tell what it was like without you being there. Since the start, you were always the person I wanted to see the most. So without further ado, I think the cruelest thing you ever did was teach me that I could be known. Before you, loneliness was simple. It was the only language I known, technically. I borrowed voices because I believed there wasn't one inside me worth keeping. An outcast Kenku who never met his parents. And then I saw you. You smiled at me just once. And suddenly the world had the audacity to become beautiful. The dark corners inside the labyrinth now had beautiful flowers growing on the vines. And not only did you teach me that, you handed me a little bird bone and told me it was for my own song, as though I had one, as though I had always had one. Do you know what you've done to me? You left me with hope. For me, hope is a strange thing. It doesn't heal you. It doesn't harm you. It keeps you going anyway, no matter what it would entail. So I did. Every echo that sounded like a rap, the thing I cherished most, became something I listened for more than I listened to myself. Inside the labyrinth, the stones, the jungle I adventured, and even now through the desert. Every raven with black feathers made my heart turn before my mind could stop it. Every kindness that even vaguely resembled you made me stop breathing for a second. The labyrinth stopped feeling like a place I was trapped in. It started feeling like a place that I remembered you better than I did. I would sit in it for hours, just listening to try to speak your name back to me in stone and wind. And even now, even so far away from it, I don't think I ever really left it. I think I just learned to walk while still inside it. Because I carried you, as he would just show the bird he still cherished after so long. Not as something I had lost, but as something I was still in conversation with. Every version of you, I remember, became louder, quieter, everything else got. The way you laughed, the way your hands guided mine around that little flute I still have, the way you looked at me that fabled day, shy, embarrassed, but still so happy. Some people say that time softens grief. But in my opinion, I think it just makes it familiar. It stopped being sharp. It became constant, like breathing, like a second heartbeat that only ever sounded like your absence. just kept hoping that if I ever did, I would still recognize myself standing in front of you. Now you're here. I don't know what that means yet. And even after so long, even after learning that this world is something that you should be afraid of, I'm not afraid of being here. I really, really missed you. More than I ever learned how to properly say. I'm just so, as tears began to go down his face, so happy to be here with you, right now, right here, today.
She clasps onto both of your hands with her own. I'm so sorry I didn't come back. I visited you every time I was there, and I always just thought I could visit next time, and my parents haven't been there, and I didn't have a way to get there on my own. We've been busy, and they're not here right now. It doesn't even matter. And she's just gonna hug you again and just press her forehead into like the where your neck and shoulder kind of meet. I miss you a lot too, and I've wanted to go back.
Beautiful. As Kaerith would just hug it so hard, even dropping his bone. Because now he doesn't need to hold something that reminds him of her. Because she's right here, right now, with him.
You are able to share this nice moment with Solera, but you guys can start to catch up on everything that's happened. Is there anything do you want to tell her where you've been and what's happened?
Yeah.
First, or would you want to hear from her first?
I'd say I'd wait for her to talk. I just miss her so badly. Can't find my words.
She would be very sweet, but there's definitely some things she'd almost vent about being frustrated with, and why she hasn't been able to come back to the former Takari region, or the Labyrinth. Yeah, my parents have just been working all over the world right now, dragging me everywhere. They're not even here right now because one of our biggest sponsors just died, this morning. And now they have to deal with that situation, figure out how in the world they're gonna manage without that. But I've been finding other ways to get by recently. And could I have an insight check?
Yeah.
With advantage.
With advantage? Okay, wait, 17 and... Yeah, 17.
17. You know Solera. There's something she is hesitant about telling you because she's worried about it.
Okay, is it the, in quotations, red diamonds?
Do you want to just ask her?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask.
If you straight up ask her if her family's shipping drugs, she would look very embarrassed. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna get shipped no matter what, and someone's gotta do it. And actually, one of our shipments that was the ones we're gonna get paid the most for got intercepted on the other side of the desert. A bunch of valuable artifacts as well as some crimson.
The jungle is a dangerous place. We both know that.
And I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Do you think this counts as deception on your part? Because I think you'd immediately realize what shipment she's talking about. Because you and your friends are the reason it didn't make it to where it needed to go. Let me ask you this. Do you want to lie? Or do you want to confess about this?
I have to lie. If I tell the truth, then I'll just say that I have to lie and act like I had no idea that happened.
So pretty much I'm giving you the option, do you want to lie to your partner, or do you want to confess to a crime?
No, fine. I waited so goddamn long. I'm not just gonna sit here and tell lies. I'm gonna tell her that that was me.
As you reveal this information, you're kidding. Oh my gosh, my parents are so mad about this. I'm not gonna tell them it was you, but oh my gosh.
Maybe we should just gonna look.
They
at
almost
it and
dropped
just-
us as a provider because of that.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. I had my reasons. I hope you can, but trust me when I say that.
Oh my gosh. Anything else you want to get off your chest while you're just confessing to crimes? Or, I hope that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Deception check.
Where's my dice?
Because you did kill Heliodor today.
Hold on, let me get my dice. I really do not.
I like how quickly you went from, I've gotten all the way here, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
Then, nope, that's it.
I work for hire. I work for hire. If I get paid, I'm gonna do my job. Okay, let me see what this dice went. Oh my fucking god, no, not the. Okay, found it.
I will tell you.
Okay,
She only has a +4 to this.
I have a 17. It's a 17.
A 17 is pretty good. Against a
Wait, so
22, it is going to fail, though. As she did roll a natural 18. She looks at you, realizing there's something you're not telling her. No, what did you do? What aren't you saying? I can see something's wrong. Please, whatever it is, I'll understand.
You won't. I know how important this was, so. But I guess if I want this to work and I want us to remain like older now, I have to be honest with you. Heliodor was not the man he thought he was. You thought he was. He was a bad man.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's about what I thought. I didn't like him. The jerk. Did you kill... You see, like, the click? Did you kill Heliodor?
Kaerith would slowly nod.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding. But... Are the police gonna be... What... Like, do they know?
I'm gonna. So, Kaerith would just like hold his hands out and try to grab Sellers and say, please keep what I'm about to say secret. If something ever gets out about this, I will be dead. All of the people I've learned to trust will be dead, and I'm scared of your safety. If this gets out and doesn't remain just between the two of us,
You can see she calms down a bit. I'm not the one who should probably be being worried about right now. I should be fine. My family is incredibly wealthy. Honestly, the place I'm gonna go after anyway is wealthy in this place. I'm safe. But I won't tell anyone. But okay, so you can see she's like trying to put the pieces together that you just confessed to being the one to take down the caravan, being the one to kill Heliodor. So you're against the Conclave? That's what's going on?
they are not the people they say they are. They do not give retribution to the followers. The reason why I'm not afraid of going on the shoots is because of a deal I had with the oligarchs.
Okay, so they had him killed? Okay, that's fine then, frankly. I'm not gonna go against them. He was a creep, frankly. And he was just uncomfortable to be around, to be honest.
Tell me about it.
And honestly, I'm not a fan of the Conclave. Honestly, I don't even think my parents are. They just give them a lot of money.
It's okay.
They're just like some other cult. They're not gonna... Whatever. Okay. I won't tell them. Thank you for trusting me with that.
We would just smile at it and
But
see.
I hope that you realize this doesn't mean we can just... Like, you can't just stay here and I can't just go back to the labyrinth. At least yet. They're gonna want you dead. And until they're done with whatever they're doing, we're gonna have to keep distance. Again.
You could just take a deep inhale and say, "Yeah, I understand."
Here's the thing. If you're working with some people to stop these guys, if I see anything come through on the shipments that is of note, I'll find a way to let you know, wherever you are. Alright?
Thank you so much.
And I want you to promise me something, okay?
Anything.
That whatever you do out there, whatever it takes to stop these guys, you come back alive, okay? Because I'm not going through a bunch of effort and then you're gonna die, okay? That's a lot of work for nothing, okay?
Maybe we just start again, group up and start nodding slowly and say, "Yes, I promise I'll return alive to see your face once again. To be able to look into beautiful eyes once again."
I don't have a lot, but if there's anything that would help that I could try and get through the merchant network, I could probably try and requisition something under the table. But I do have something that might be helpful. And she is going to quickly run out of the room. You hear shuffling in a closet nearby. You hear like clanky of metal and oh crap! Before she comes back with a rock. Just like a kind of smooth honestly, it would be a good skipping rock if you threw it at some water. With these like runes carved into it, and she's going to hand it to you. And in her other hand, she has another one. This is a sending stone. Wherever you are, you can contact me. And if there's anything you need, I can try and help. I have a lot of ins with a lot of people. I would just be very careful on when you use it, because there's a lot of dangerous people my family works with, and if they find out that I'm doing anything against their interests, there's not much I can do to stop the consequences. So just be careful. Also, my parents are going to be back in maybe a couple hours. If you want to hang out and talk for a couple hours, I can, but if they know who you are, then they'll call someone. They'll call someone from the Conclave and they'll come after you. And it'll out this whole thing. So I don't think the servant will say anything. I can ask him not to. He doesn't have any reason.
Sounds good. Then go on this adventure just for a couple of minutes of chatter with you. I'll stay here until I have to go.
Alright. I'm glad. And with that, you two can catch up for a while. And tell your stories about where you've been all over the world. But our focus is going to shift over to Leinara and Ro. A little earlier in the day, as you guys are in this crowded tavern. People have come up to you guys, kind of hyping you up a bit. You can see a lot of people just look like a little unwell, though you did hear about that a lot of people are kind of a bit after the whole suggestion thing. In fact, I'll actually say, commenting on the last scene, you would be able to tell Solaria was definitely under the effects of suggestion. If you had come to her earlier, she probably would have told Heliodor. But now that you are free of this kind of magic that causes these yellow glowing lights in your eyes, I'm trying to think of another word to describe that. Can't think of anything right now. Something that sounds more prophetic. I don't know. We can rejoin Ro and Leinara at this party.
Oh yeah.
Eunice
Oh no.
is serving up drinks. Grant's in the back just working away on food. He's got like a lot of orders up on the little like rotating thing in the window. This place is packed right now. I should probably tell you the cost for buying first round for everyone here.
Yeah.
It would be about 15 gold. You have 1,000.
Okay.
It's a drop in the bucket. As these guys are just partying, what would you guys be doing?
Well, Ro's drunk. As
Fair
you
enough.
could guess. She's very, very drunk. She will be trying to convince Nara to have a drink.
Leinara's gonna refuse. I think it's better if I keep my wits about me for the foreseeable future.
Oh, come on, Nara. You know you
No,
want
really.
a drink.
I really don't want to. I don't even
Yes,
want
you
to, to be honest.
do. Don't be ridiculous. Come on,
Uh,
I'll pay you. I'll pay for it. You
No.
don't have to spend any money. No,
No, it's
here,
not the money.
listen. No, listen, here. You have this. And she's gonna give Nara. Shove it across to Nara. Go
Lara's
on.
gonna shove it back.
No. And it's just gonna put it back. Come on, Nara, have a drink. Come
No,
on.
I really shouldn't be. Not today. Not.
What?
Just
What do you mean? What other plans do you possibly have for today that you can't get fucked out of your head and forget every single fucking thing we've been through? I mean, you really don't. You don't want to be dealing with everything that. I mean, everything that you've been through. With all your time shenanigans and not having a home and losing everybody that
we don't
you
need to talk
love.
about. We don't need to talk about that.
That's what happened. Like, come on. And then what we've just done is crazy. I mean, we killed the man and then we're acting like everything's
okay, bro.
fine.
How about
And-
we both don't drink for the rest of the evening?
I
really
think that you need to get drunk. And
No, I really
and
don't.
Just pretend like life isn't bad. Just come party with the rest of us. And
As you
just
guys are having this conversation, sorry, I was trying to find a good point to add this in, but I also didn't want to interrupt because that was beautiful. You would see Eunice slide another tiny little glass, like fairy-sized glass, onto the table, and Ro, as you look at it, it's like out of your reach. As you can see, another a fairy flutter down as you see your eldest child, Sioki. So is everything okay?
Hey, baby. Hi, darling.
She's
How
drunk.
are you?
She just looks up
How-
at Leinara. Okay, so she's out of it.
completely.
Yeah,
Oh,
she did say
darling,
she was gonna meet us up at like a cave up on the hill. We've been hiding out for days,
Oh.
and I assume the problem's resolved now after seeing Ro at the
Yeah,
it's-
speech.
It's
a little resolved.
You're so beautiful. Look at that gorgeous face of yours. I mean, where did
Thank you,
get
Mom.
so pretty? I mean, you're just so
I
good.
mean,
You
you
must get
and-
that from your dad. I mean, wow. You just look at that. Look at your beautiful eyes. I mean, look, that's Nara. Nara, this is my eldest daughter. Look how gorgeous she is.
Oh,
Isn't
don't
she
worry,
just
Mom.
so-
We've met.
just so beautiful, isn't she? Just so good. Like this is my baby. She's my baby. Look how big she is when she's my baby. Oh.
The Sioki just kind of like gives like that awkward wave to Leinara, like, "Hey, I know we already met." Like,
And
that kind of wave.
Sioki, this is my new child, Nara. Sorry, I'm not her mama, but I am.
I figured.
Her?
I
I don't even know.
Well, it's
She's-
good to see you again, Mom.
Oh, it's so good to see you. How's the baby? How's the baby doing?
She's with her dad right now.
Okay. Why didn't you bring her?
Just not really a good place, tavern, but yeah, I just
I
wanted
know
to make sure
tavern's a
everything was
perfect
okay.
place for a child.
Yeah, all right, Mom. I just want to check everything was okay. I'm gonna meet you back home
Okay.
if you're
You
home
don't want to
tonight.
stay to party?
Oh, I've been gone for a few days. I just have a few work things to get done, but I will.
Work? That's so boring. Just have
Yeah,
a drink. Have
I
a
know.
drink. Have
Oh,
another
I
drink.
would if I could.
No, I'll pay
Um,
for it. It's okay. You don't have to worry
I mean,
about that.
I'll
You
just
don't
have.
to worry about
I
that.
already. I mean, you already said the first round was on you, so I think this one I just got is technically.
Yeah,
but
so then
I'm
I'll
just
give you
gonna. I'm
another
just
one.
gonna have the one. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Stay for a
Okay.
drink. Stay for another drink.
Okay, I can say for one more.
Yeah, that's my Sioki. That's my Sioki. I
And-
mean, Nara, isn't she wonderful?
Yeah.
As you guys celebrate in this tavern, The sun slowly starts going down. Eventually, Sioki does have to leave to get back home. But what time would you guys be heading back home?
Let's get the fuck out of there.
Well,
As soon as we can.
Ro will be there until she is kicked out.
Okay. You are not. So, Leinara can just go home in the evening.
Ro passes out on the bar.
Cool. Eunice
She
would just
falls
allow
asleep
that,
in a
to be
drink.
honest. She'd just let you. She'd probably make sure you're not gonna, like, suffocate in the drink or something, and then just leave you there. And the rest of you can meet up at Ro's house later that night. And take a nice, long rest. And that's where we'll end the episode. And I can see Les saying, oh no, please no, in the chat. And I don't know what that could possibly be referring to. Definitely not anything that's going to be next episode immediately.
I hate
so
you.
thank you, everyone, for watching. And I'll see you guys in a future episode. Bye, everyone.